Hello, everybody. This is your friendly neighbor, Lisa Foxy. Okay, wait a minute. I'm just trying to make sure everything's working here. Okay. One more time. Hello, everybody. This is your friendly neighbor, Lisa Foxy, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature. I'm gonna continue on our adventure episode here, and so I haven't read Sayori's or Natsuki's yet. So let's go ahead and read it, and I hope you guys enjoy the story with me as well. Alright, so Sayori or Natsuki? Let's go to Natsuki.
Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little.
Sorry, that's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It's just didn't evoke any emotions.
So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste.
Do you want to get smacked?
I'll pass.
Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it.
Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Okay. That's aw.
Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of the poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Sorry. Like, I set up for the rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Right, Sayori.
Oh my goodness. This is so good, Senpai.
Huh?
I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer.
Sayori.
You must be seriously overreacting.
You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing.
Well,
Maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it?
Huh?
Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know?
So, when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a senpai poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it.
Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori.
I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room? Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Senpai. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people? That's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then.
Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right?
Don't worry. I'm really bad at this. Sorry.
Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through the blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of the bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sound like she's talking to me. Sayori? This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No. Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to yes or no question?
I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me...
Well, at least it makes me feel a little bit better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It just came out nice, or... How should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially the last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica is the best.
Yeah.
But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. Yeah. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me from my media core writing ability. Even if they were just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes landed on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expression change. Natsuki's eyebrow furrowed in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returned a poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feelings of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Eh? You mean you have to try hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple of suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. The Yuri liked it, and Senpai did too. So based on that, I'm gladly give you some suggestion of my own. First of all, excuse me.
I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Senpai liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was inspired by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just...
Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Senpai appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Senpai started showing up.
Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little...
This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting guys.
Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Senpai, she's trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate the simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Senpai.
Well, wait. There's no reason we have so many deep and expressive
words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Senpai? Well?
How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Help me, Sayori! Natsuki. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead, I turn to Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori? Huh? Yeah. Everyone's fighting and making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you're making your friend feel like this?
Senpai. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes. Stop. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people. And I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing. They give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So, why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute, and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful.
Wow. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So, this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own way, isn't she? You can say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I can get a chance to talk to her a little more.
Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Senpai, how about you?
Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone.
Awesome.
In case we'll do the same thing tomorrow.
And maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poems will return out even better.
I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poem everyone likes. With any luck, it means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. A nod to myself with a newfound determination.
Senpai, ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Sayuri beams at me. It surely has been a while since Sayuri and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayuri, about what happened earlier.
What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does this kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you.
Yeah. You know, Senpai, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too.
That's...
Every day is gonna be so much fun.
Looks like Sayuri still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, just to see what the future holds. We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayuri. I pat Sayuri on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayuri as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do this. Okay. Let's see. Peace. Promise. Comfort. Daydream. Oh, I should have saved. I already put half of it in there, but alright, yeah, this I'll probably saved right here. Alright. Love. Abundance. Universe. Here. Fantasy. Together. Extra. Extraordinary. Aura. Dream. Imagination. Hope. Another day passes. And it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club, the usual scene greets me.
Hi, Senpai.
Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today.
I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all.
I see. It's pretty simple things to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyways.
Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack?
No thanks.
That's not like you at all.
I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori?
Why is that all of a sudden?
No reason really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori's always up to something. Okay, give me a second, and I will respond to this. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets it content spills onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori.
That's not fair. How did you even know?
It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought the snack before coming at the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option.
I give up. Don't make me feel guilty.
If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice she was listening in. Her face is in the book, as always.
I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri! Tell Senpai to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is far enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. That's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That! Still, coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there?
Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them.
Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori.
What? Yeah.
Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk.
Ow. What was... a cookie?
Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around.
Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy.
Sayori hugs the cookie. Please, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open and wraps and takes a big bite.
So good. Oh.
Sayori suddenly claps her hands over her mouth.
I bit my tongue.
You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie.
Yours look really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah? Why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me.
Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and wraps her arms around her.
Ah, jeez. I get it.
Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up and nudges Sayori off of her.
Oh.
Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie.
Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mm-hmm.
Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laughed as well.
Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori... Huh?
Natsuki glances around.
Monica isn't in the club room. Where's Monica anyway?
Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today?
Not me.
Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual.
I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she has a...
I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined.
That's true. Excuse me?
Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super late. I'm sorry. I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Monica choose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed.
But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyways?
Well, my last period today was study hall.
To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time.
That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least.
I must have had heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kinda just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano.
That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica.
That's... Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will.
Yay! That sounds
cool. I also look forward to it.
Is that so?
In that case, I won't let you down, Senpai. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escape bead. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyways. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet.
Senpai!
Sayori suddenly comes up to me.
I'm gonna go get supplies from another classroom. Wanna come with me?
Supplies? What for?
Well, you know, how the festival is coming up. Me and Monica, we're gonna make some posters and stuff. I need to go find some crowns and markers and glue sticks.
I see. Sure, I'll go with you.
Yay! Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon.
Are you going with Senpai to get supplies? There's no need to trouble yourselves. I'd be happy to go with him.
Aw, but I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff.
Okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find poster papers too, okay?
Okay. Ready, Senpai?
Yep, let's go. Sayori and I exit the club room. I follow behind Sayori as Sayori hums and skips around the hallway.
Honestly,
it feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey, Sayori. What exactly are you doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature.
me and Monica, have it all planned out. Don't you worry.
Is that so?
Yep. We're gonna do a poetry performance.
A performance? Of what kind?
Well, everyone's gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems.
Ah. That sounds kinda dull.
Senpai, you're not thinking about it right away at all? It's not just about reading poems. It's about performing them. Like, you say the lines of the poems, like, between my feet, the last remaining flowers beckons to me. I twist stems, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing and final joyous moments between my fingers. But to what end have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland. Like that.
Sayori? How do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me. Excuse me, sorry guys. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to yawn like that. Alright. I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that.
You meanie. I'm working super hard on this, you know.
I know. Just meant that it's pretty ordinary contrast to your cute self.
Don't say that. It's embarrassing. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job.
I guess so.
I'm so excited. The festival is going to be so much fun.
Yuri spins herself around in the hallway again.
Hey, Senpai, the classroom's over here is empty. Let's begin the mission.
Mission, eh? It's been a long time since I spent time with Sayori like this. But in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the year went by, I began to hold myself up in my room more and more. So going on an adventure with Sayori brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. The two of us entered the classroom. Sayori's head straight to the closet, and I follow.
Let's see what we have in here. Crayons!
Sayori pulls a box full of crowns on the shelf.
There's the best brand too. They're kind of dirty though.
Sayori starts pulling various crowns out of the box and reading the color names.
Alright. That's one down.
Oh. Sorry, that was Senpai. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted. We still need to find...
Wait! I'm looking for my favorite color.
Fine. Then at least move aside so I can look for the poster papers.
I dropped one by accident. Smack.
Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. Oof. She falls to the floor and the crowns spill all over her lap.
Ow, ow, owie, 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 owie.
You okay?
My forehead.
Sayori clutches her forehead. Jeez, Sayori. That's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let's see. Since Sayori is sitting on the floor, I grabbed her by the waist and pulled her out of the closet. You have to move your hand, Sayori.
But it hurts.
Just do it for a second. Okay. Sayori slowly releases her hand from her forehead. I gently brushed her bangs to the side. Ow. Sorry. A huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice.
Senpai.
Where would I even find ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do.
You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn.
Even wincing from the pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay?
Oh, okay.
I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? Doesn't matter since it will be used as an ice pack rather than to drink. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other hand to clumsily scoop crowns back into the box. At least they were already in the wrong spot where no, sorry, that's Sayori, my bad. I'm trying so hard, like I'm like seeing Senpai and Sayori's name. Sorry.
At least they were already in the wrong spot before I spilled them.
Sayori, here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice.
It's nice and cold.
Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot.
Sorry, I forgot.
How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the bump on her forehead. On her head.
It stings.
Just bear with it. It will feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crowns, so that's good.
Hey, Senpai? This kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it?
What do you mean?
You know, how we used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. And you were kind of oblivious in some way. Like, I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on things and you did. But sometimes when I tried to do things, I would get hurt myself. And I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump. And I would start crying really hard. And you would rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know?
Did I really do that?
Yeah, you don't remember?
Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So, in a way, it was my fault. Kinda like this time too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head.
Senpai, I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years. You're rushing to help me even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart.
Don't don't call me that. And I don't really do this kind of thing at all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long.
Really?
Maybe you're right.
Senpai.
I'm so glad that nothing changed between us.
Do you think it will be like this forever?
Forever. If I'm honest with myself, there's no telling where we'll end up for college or after that. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises. But, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up.
I'm so happy.
Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know? Oh, sorry. Well,
She don't. She doesn't want her to worry Monica. But anyway.
good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way.
Not if I hide it under my bangs.
There he hops to her feet.
Nah.
She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself.
Aww. Well, I guess it's too late now.
Anyways, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs and tries to hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the club.
Ah, you're back.
Good timing. I was just about ready to start sharing our poems. Sayori, your forehead. She's fine, don't worry about it.
I was playing with the crown to smack my forehead into the shell.
Well, anyway. Were you able to find everything we needed?
Uh-huh. I have it right.
Sayori frantically glanced around herself.
I forgot all of the stuff.
Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster, the paper too. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Senpai. Well, Sayori... I failed to come up with the excuse for Sayori.
I made it an adventure.
Yeah, that. Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the poster tonight.
Me too.
Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? Guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crown box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Oh, should I show my poem first? Monica. Hi again, Senpai. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure. Here you go. I give my poem to Monica.
All right. It's pretty good.
makes me think of Sayori like the other one that you wrote. You two are like dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone. But Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then too. I'm not like unapproachable or anything, am I? No, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah. Sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really don't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, and blue. An endless... Epiphany? I hope it's been a while since I read cursive. Of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating, waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent? Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Load me? Where's that? Love me. I'm kidding. Wouldn't it be funny if it said save me instead of load me? Alright. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just kinda thing I'd never really seen before, I guess. I kinda like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right questions. A poem can be abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Who should I show my poem to next? Alright. I'm gonna make sure I save that. Alright. I wonder who I should go share it next, but I'll just have to wait. You guys are gonna have to wait for the next episode, who I choose next. But if you guys love this, please remember to hit that like button and please be sure to subscribe so that way you guys don't miss any content that comes out here on my channel. Thank you guys again for watching Doki Doki Literature Club with me, and I'm really happy just to, play this game. And I'm sure it's going to be pretty interesting for me because, I like to see what kind of goes on. I purposely at times didn't, I didn't see everybody's thing fully, so I kind of only know a little half, but not all. So I may try the other ones and see how they react. Probably Natsuki I may lean towards more because, she's kind of funny with her roughness, but Yuri's pretty interesting too. Alright, I think I'm done yapping for now, so I'll catch you guys next time in the next episode. Till then, bye guys!